Okay, humans. So, what are we doing today? It is push day, which means that we will be pushing. I think the previous video that I made was also a push video. I don't remember because how does it matter? At the end of the day, we train, we eat, we sleep, and then we repeat. So, what you see me here is doing a flat dumbbell chest press. That was a warm up, and now I will be doing a ramp up set. So a ramp up set or a top set is what I'm training here. And what is that? Well, you start off with a very little weight, like probably I started off with something like 20 kgs, right? And then I go for small increments where I go 20, 22, 24, all the way till I can only get 3 reps or 4 reps in my top set. So that's what I'm showing you here. It's going to only be the top set of about 3 or 4 reps, and then I'm going to call it quits. Now, a lot of people would essentially tell you that it's the hypertrophy range, the range for building muscle is 5 to 50 reps. Now, sure, yes, that's generally what you should be training for in the 5 to 50 rep range. But this does not mean that if you train below 5 reps, you're not going to build muscle. It's just that it's too fatiguing, and there's going to be other factors involved which you'll have to take into consideration that may not be very efficient for you when it comes to building muscle if you are training below 5 reps, which is essentially has to do with the fact that your joints are going to take a hit. And second is that you really won't be able to do so many sets. If you do a set where you're tanked, completely gassed out in 3 reps, what are you going to do? You think you're going to get 5 sets of that or 4 sets of that? No. So it's not going to be enough volume to drive stimulus, right? But 3 sets is still 3 reps. Once in a while, just test your strength is good enough. What it's going to do is it's going to give a very, very huge signal to your body, right? To your muscle to grow. Okay. So if you do a very heavy weight, it's going to be like boom, grow. That's what it's going to thrash your muscle and be like, I want you to grow. Okay, it's a huge signal. If you, on the other hand, do small reps, it's going to be like grow, 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 grow. It's like teeny tiny, very polite way of telling your muscle to grow, right? So you probably want to mix it up in both ways, because if you are very rude to your muscle with huge weight, you're not respecting it, your muscle's going to, well, be like, okay, bro, okay, I'm hurt. And that's how you get an injury. Right? And an injury is a good point that I made, because what I'm doing here is an overhead shoulder press, and I have fucked up my left shoulder for as long as I can remember. I think that's just a thing with lifters. Their left shoulder is always complaining. So I'm using very low or very little weight here. I'm not, trying to flex. That is probably a decent amount of weight for other people or whatnot, but I use far more load, no pun intended, than that, right? But then I've messed up my left shoulder, and I think it had to do with bench pressing. I probably should have used a better spotter, and I didn't, and it completely destroyed my left shoulder. I think I have an AC joint inflammation. But anyways, so I am doing a over the shoulder OHP, okay, overhead shoulder press, of course in a Smith machine, and not a complete free weight, because that would completely destroy my shoulders even more. At least there's some stability here. And is this better, or is a shoulder press better, like a dumbbell shoulder press? The answer is both. You can vary your exercises. You don't have to stick to one. What works is being consistent, and unnecessarily overcomplicating things where, oh, free weights are better, or a machine is better, or a resistance band is better, or something else is better, is not really what we want to do. What we want to do is train somewhere within a 3 RIR, okay, that is somewhere to failure, right? Proximity to failure is what matters, right? As you can see there, I dropped my cup there, right? Why did I do that? Because I am an idiot, and I did not see that coming. But anyways, the employee at the gym was very kind enough to remove it. I cleaned up that later. I cleaned up that mess later. But anyways, what I'm doing here is now a machine, right? A complete machine for my shoulders. This is for my upper shoulder, right? Upper shoulder. Well, this is for my shoulder and for my upper chest, right? I am not caffeinated enough, I feel. I think I should actually have some coffee. I will be going in for a leg day after this, and I think I will really want that coffee. But anyways, what I'm doing here is a machine chest press, right? Upper chest, for the upper chest. And one of the things with machines, it's an incline chest press, it's an incline machine press, but one of the advantages to a certain extent with machines is that you can just completely not worry about stability. You don't have to worry about coordination. You just have to lift, right? All you have to do is lift. So you can, it's called what is called an unga bunga lift, because you can you don't have to really think about anything, right? You can just fire. The setup also in machines is to a certain extent easier, right? So you can start off with machines if you're a beginner and just lift, and there'll come a point where you can start lifting free weights. But your body doesn't really care if it's a free weight, if it's a machine, if it's a dumbbell, or if it's a barbell. All your body cares about is stimulus. This is only if hypertrophy again is your goal, right? There are other things that you can train, which is balance, coordination, your stabilizers, things like endurance. We will be covering that in this particular series of mine where I rant about stuff, but that's for another time. Right now, let's just concentrate on hypertrophy at the moment. But I think this is also a good time to talk about the pillars of fitness, because you know what I'm doing here. I'm covering my upper pecs right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm firing them, also known as the clavicular head, right? If I'm not mistaken. But the 4 pillars of fitness are, what are they? I would say size, strength, endurance, mobility. Actually, there are 5. Flexibility, right? These are the 5 ones. And if you can train all of these 5 ones, you would have a very active, rewarding, physically high physical quality life, let me put it that way, right? Anyways, you look younger than what you are as well. That's what people tell me, that I look younger than my age, and I am only 15 years old. Obviously I'm not 15 years old, much older than that. Anyways, as you can see here, I am just doing a bunch of drop sets, and after I finished this particular set, I think I called it a day. I didn't do much because, as you know, I had a left shoulder problem. My left shoulder problem still persists, and it might also be turning into a bit of a heart problem. If you know, you know. It's not a heart problem. It's okay. I'm fine. Everything's okay. Everything's all right. You know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Anyways, see you next time. I think, as always, please remember to lift hard and be cute. Now, upon further reflection, I would like to answer the question, should we lift hard and then be cute, or should we be cute and then lift hard? Well, it turns out that you can't always lift hard. I mean, if you're a power lifter spending 5 hours in the gym, then you're still not always lifting hard, because then you're doing a rep and taking and sleeping for an hour. I mean, of course, that's what powerlifters do. Don't you know that? They go to the gym with a bed, and then they do 1 rep, and then they, sleep for about half an hour, right? So anyways, you're not always lifting hard. That's the point. But you could always be cute. Even when you're angry, you can still be cute. So be cute, lift hard, and then continue to be cute. And still be cute and experience cuteness while you lift as well. With that message, I will be signing off. See you with another rant in another episode of me lifting. Bye.